Hey guys, Meredith with Extreme Terrain, and in this video, I'm going to be covering different kinds of hardtops for your Wrangler. Now, choosing a hardtop can be a little bit difficult considering that there are a lot of options available. Now, I chose 3 of the most common types of hardtops. I installed them on our JKs behind me, and I'm going to break down each category of these hardtops, hopefully making it easier for you to choose which one is right for you and your Wrangler. Now, again, I chose the JKs behind me to install these on. However, they are available for all generations, including YJ, TJ, and even JL right here on our site. Now, make sure you like and subscribe for more cool content like this. So with that being said, let's hop into the first hardtop. The first type of hardtop that I'm going to cover is a one-piece top. Now, the name is pretty self-explanatory considering that the whole top is just one piece and won't have any removable panels in the front like a factory hardtop does. Now, this is a very common design for the older generation Wranglers like the YJ and the TJ, as well as two-door JK and JLs because of the shorter wheelbase. Now, the design will usually take a more traditional OEM approach with a square back design, as you can see on the JK behind me. This design is great if you're looking for a no-hassle hardtop and you really don't need every bell and whistle that some of the other options come with. Now, since you don't have to worry about those additional panels in the front of this hardtop, these will usually be more of a cost-effective option in comparison to some other choices. Now, the specific top that I have mounted up on our Wrangler is the one-piece hardtop in black. This top will feature a factory-like design with that square back look like I mentioned before, but it will also have some upgrades in the mix. Now, what I personally like about this one and aftermarket hardtops in general is the fully carpeted interior liner. That's going to help out with temperature regulation inside your cab area and will also help with some sound dampening in the meantime. Now, this top will also have gas struts for the rear glass as well as a 31% tint on the windows for some extra styling and, of course, insulation. If you're looking to keep it simple when it comes to choosing a hardtop, this style is definitely going to be a great choice. However, if you're looking for a little bit more out of a hardtop setup, then the next style might suit you best. Up next, we're taking a look at a two-piece design, and again, the name says it all. This top will usually be split into 2 sections right at your center soundbar. Now, just like the newer factory hardtops, this will allow you to remove the front panel to enjoy a more open-air driving experience in your Jeep without having to take the heaviest part, the back part, of your hardtop off. Now, the two-piece feature will give you a bit more flexibility when it comes to freedom and when it comes to the configuration of your top in comparison to a one-piece design. Now, these types of hardtops usually feature different styles like a fastback look or even integrate a sunroof for a different feel to your interior. Now, while not all two-piece hardtops are the same or have the same extras, they are perfect for somebody who's looking for more out of their hardtop experience. The top that I have on our Jeep is the DV8 Off-Road Ranger hardtop. This specific top will take an OEM approach when it comes to the function and even some of the styling with a square back look. Now, even though it has a traditional square back look, the DV8 top will also have ridges on the top as well as the sides to make it stand out from the rest. Now, like we saw with our last option, this style will also come with the carpeted interior for insulation, shock-assisted rear windows, and tinted windows for that extra styling. Now, if you're a fan of the two-piece design, but you're looking for something a little bit more to make your Jeep stand out, the next style is definitely going to be up your alley. So as you just saw with the last 2 hardtops, they both take a more traditional square back style that resembles the factory top. Now, a fastback top or a slant back top will be for the Wrangler owners who want to switch it up from the normal styling. Now, this style of hardtop is very popular for that aggressive pre-runner aesthetic that you can see behind me. Now, not only will this just look good mounted up on the Jeep, but this will actually help out with your aerodynamics considering the shape of the top is slanted back. Now, that's going to help out with your MPG as well as your handling when you're driving your Jeep around on the road or even off-road. Now, I would keep in mind with this kind of top, your cargo space will be limited because of the angled design. If rear storage in your Jeep is a concern of yours, then a traditional square back top might be a better choice. But if you're okay with sacrificing some cargo space for this style, then this is going to be right up your alley. The top that I have on our JK is the two-piece slant hardtop in black. Now this top is made of a hand-laid multi-layer fiberglass construction and will have similar features to the last one that we took a look at, with the assisted rear glass, the carpeted interior, and the removable panel in the front. Not to mention, this will also have carbon fiber trim in the back, which will add some extra styling. Now this choice is mounted on a 4-door, as you can see, so the slant is a little bit more defined than one you would see on a 2-door because of how the actual roll bar underneath is designed. Now the fastback options for the 2-door will still have the slant, but it just won't be as exaggerated as the 4-door choice, so I would keep that in mind if you are shopping around for a fastback top for your 2-door. Nonetheless, the big takeaway from this is the aggressive look, making this style a great choice for the Jeep owner who really wants their Wrangler to stand out. Again, choosing a hardtop for your Wrangler is a big commitment, and it can be challenging considering all the options that are out there. Hopefully this breakdown made it a little bit easier to narrow down your choices to pick the right hardtop for you and your Wrangler. So that's going to be a wrap for this video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more cool content like this, as well as other product install videos, and always keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.